I would say that I have a pretty good relationship with my children. Growing up, they had birthday parties, Christmas, they had toys. You know, we would go outside, they'd play, normal stuff, but we had a good relationship. They loved their mom. You know, I gave them hugs, kisses. We had a lot of fun. So there wouldn't be any complaints, really. Anytime anything happened at school, they immediately called me on the phone and told me what was happening. And out of nowhere, my children just turned on me. As time went on, they started to despise me, turn against me, hate me. And it was really devastating and hurtful. And what do you do? There's times, people talk about how they have problems with their children. And it might have been warranted, you know, any situations that happen, or just simply understood as them growing up. But this was different. I remember one time I was talking to my youngest son, the same son who said to me one time we was having a conversation. He was like, I love my mama. He takes his fist and draw it back. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. As if to punch me in my face. And I just walked away. And on another occasion, I was talking to my youngest daughter, telling her how we gonna go to Bath and Body Works to get some nice smell goods. And as she's passing me in the home, she calls me a bitch. And I'm taken aback because this is new. We wouldn't have that in our home. Something like that. I didn't yell at her or anything like that. I just tried to ignore it. I was in shock. I know some people would have been like, oh, I would have put her in her place or whatever, but like I'm saying, this kind of thing wouldn't happen. And if you knew her, she was just the sweetest little girl, quiet and innocent. Just a nice little girl, would do anything to please me. And she called me out my name like that. That was really tough. And on another occasion, all of a sudden, it would be all this horrible graffiti on the wall outside the door. Every week, some just disgusting things about me. And next thing I know, the door is destroyed with spray paint. It was messed up. And in front of the door, on the floor part, it had whore stamped on the floor. I mean, it just became just so overwhelming. But I found out that my oldest daughter had been doing that. Now there was a family member, and in the Bible it says a man's enemies will be those of his own household. People you're familiar with or people in your family. There was this family member who, wasn't the best. We just tolerated the family member. and they were vulgar at times, could be really mean. But what they had done was, now this person who we barely could, like I said, we just tolerated them. Next thing I know, my kids are loving this family member. I see pictures online how they're hugging up on the family member, going to this family member's home all the time now, but disrespecting me in the worst way. In the worst way. The family member had did a spell to transfer my children's affections from me onto them. This is some things people wouldn't even believe that's happening, because you could be in a relationship with someone or just a friendship, and things don't turn out right, and you are forever wondering what happened. And it's ugly to be in a world where people could do these things like this. Witchcraft in your face.